tramp, and who's to blame? My father. A swell start you gave me. Ever since I was 14, what's it been? Nothing but men, dirty, rotten men. And you're lower than any of them. I'll hate you as long as I live. Somebody may... What could I do? He's my boss and I have to earn my own living. Are you letting me go?
I'll need everything I've given you. All your bonds and securities.
I can't do it. I have to think of myself. I've gone through a lot to get those things. My life has been bitter and hard. I'm not like other women. Get out of here or I'll...
Millie, you got to marry me. If you don't, I'll kill myself.
From anyone. As long as I live, I'll never take orders from anyone. I'm young and strong and nothing can touch me. Darling, poor fool. Don't you know I'm in love with you? Are you afraid to burn, Michael? Are you afraid to die? What a relief to know that you're no better than I am. No one but you. I had to come and tell you. No one. I've been so stupid. I've crammed every minute so full of waste.
But I love you, Judy.
I know you do. I saw it coming. And just now, a little while ago, I asked her to her face, do you love him? And she answered, yes, I do. What are you going to do? Are you going to go up there this weekend and hold her in your arms? Are you? I'm not in your care any longer.
You'll always be in my care.
Will I?
I know how you feel. Anything to strike back at me. But don't do it this way.
What do you want me to do? Stay alone in my room and think how in a few months...
Judith, you hate me, don't you?
Oh, I hate you so much and for so many reasons. I hate you for not telling me the truth. I hate you for letting me hurl myself at your head. I'm so ashamed.
I guess I was born out of my time, Miss Judith. I should have lived in the days when it counted to be a man the way I like to ride and the way I like to fight. What good's riding and fighting these days? What do they get you?
You're making love to me, aren't you?
I'm as good as some of them that's been playing around with you. They're all afraid of you. I wish I was in their boots.
What then, Michael?
The things I've wanted to say to you ever since I first laid eyes on you belong to me and no one else.
baile de carioca.
Just when I'm living them down, I hear music. Then I'm through, 'cause music makes me do the things never should do when I hear music.
Have you a copy of Dark Hazard by W.R. Burnett?
Yes. You're the 5th girl to ask for that book this morning. I suppose you know it has recently been selected as the book of the month.
Oh, yes. And I read in a movie magazine that Edward G. Robinson has made a picture of it.
You see that man over there? That's W.R. Burnett, the author.
Do you suppose he'd autograph a copy for me?
Why don't you ask him?
Pardon me, Mr. Burnett. Would you please autograph this copy of Dark Hazard for me?
I'll be glad to.
I've read all your books, Giant Swing, The Iron Man, St. Johnson, Silver Eagle, and of course, Little Caesar. You certainly have a grand style.
Thank you. I hope you like the book. Here comes Eddie Robinson.
Good morning.
And I'll get him to sign a copy of the book for you. Hey, Eddie.
Well, if it isn't Bill Burnett buying his own books again. So that's how you keep up the sales.
You're just in time to autograph a copy of Dark Hazard for Miss...
Chuford.
Say, now, look here, Bill. Ain't I kind of horning in on your territory, signing your book?
Not at all. You're the star of the picture, aren't you?
Tell me, Mr. Robinson,
Yes?
who's your leading lady in Dark Hazard?
Well, I happen to be blessed. I have 2 leading ladies. Charming Genevieve Tobin and luscious Glenda Farrell.
Do you play a racketeer in this one, too?
No. I happen to play one of these happy-go-lucky gamblers, you know, would gamble on anything, including blondes.
Sounds like a grand story. Did you write it especially for Mr. Robinson?
No, not exactly, but I hoped if it reached the screen, Eddie would play the leading character. We didn't choose so badly together in Little Caesar, did we, Eddie?
No, you see, he writes them, and I make them. Say, I don't mind telling you, Bill, I enjoyed making Dark Hazard better than anything since Little Giant.
Well, there he is. Oh, hello, Palsy Wellsy. Oh, boy, what a dog. What a dog.
Say, you know, that's the star himself, Dark Hazard.
Isn't he adorable?
His real name's Warcry. He's a national champion, you know.
Yes, and he's a champion movie star, too. I had a lot of fun working with him in Dark Hazard. So, you know, those blondes, they're nice, but you can't depend on them. But Dark Hazard, well, he stuck by me to the end.
Got to go now, Eddie. The dog's hungry.
Say, wait a minute. I'll go with you, Bill. You know, I want to see all those dogs of yours. You know, working in this picture with this Dark Hazard kind of gave me a yen to race a few greyhounds myself.
Listen, Eddie, you stay out of greyhound racing and I'll stay out of acting.
All right, it's a deal.
Goodbye, Miss Shuford.
I'm certainly coming to see the picture.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, handcuffs and everything.
Another good man on the straight and narrow. Oh, boy, what times we used to have, huh?
Well, it looks like she's going to give us everything on you, including a blood test.
Oh, got plenty of pressure, that guy. Say, I saw the time they spotted him coming into Bailey's at Palm Beach and closed the faro game for the night.
Hmm.
I wouldn't do that.
What's that, a gun?
What do you think?
All right, pull it out and we'll see who gets it.
Yeah.
Oh, pull it out, pull it out! You were all right.
And you actually thought I'd go out with those people? With that frowsy, overpainted creature? She's got the manners of a stable hand.
Oh, Val ain't so bad after you get to know her.
You ought to know. I guess you've been intimate enough with her.
There's no call for you talking like this. What's the matter with you?
Now, I've tried to make myself believe things are going to be different. But I can see you're never going to be anything more than you are now. A cheap gambler hanging around racetracks.
A lost corner in New York's underworld. The dead end to hope, to love, to life itself. And these were its captives. Sylvia Sidney, trapped in a mean street that has no turning. Joel McCrae, looking for an escape through the heart of a woman.
I saw myself in these rotten holes we live in through somebody else's eyes.
All it means to you now is whether or not you get her. Well, go on and get her.
Humphrey Bogart in his greatest role, a gang war killer. With blood on his hands, a price on his head.
Mom! Ain't you glad to see me?
Claire Trevor, who found an easy way out of the dead end.
Well, what did you expect?
The dead-end kids, caught in the undertow of slum life. From the gallery of unforgettable screen triumphs, Dead End is a motion picture so graphic in realism, so taut with suspense, to make each moment a gripping and thrilling experience.
There's a man outside with a rash.
Rash? Is it this year's model with freewheeling and floating power, or is it last year's?
Yes, it's a coupe. You know what a coupe is.
Oh, sure. My father's got one, only he parks his in the middle.
I'm sitting on something.
I lost mine in the stock market.
Oh, Tommy.
Here. Gee, we must have got our shorts tangled up.
What won't they think of next?
Modern chiseling pirates in The Young in Heart with the outstanding cast of the year. Janet Gaynor in her greatest role since A Star is Born.
Yes, we're set at last. Now let's plan our party. It can be a celebration now. We'll have a wonderful time.
Douglas Fairbanks, Jr., more dashing, more romantic than ever.
And my tie. See, why, you see?
Roland Young, celebrated star of Topper, in another superb performance.
Interesting phenomenon, that.
What?
That mechano set.
That what?
Well, I mean, that thingamabob.
Oh, yeah.
And Billie Burke in the most sparkling role of her career.
My little girl's going to have a birthday this year.
3 new personalities join the year's finest motion picture cast. Paulette Goddard in her first talking role.
You know, I've never met a man before who's never had a job.
Richard Carlson, famous on the Broadway stage.
If you're a man, I'd knock you down for that.
And Minnie Dupree, for years a New York stage favorite.
I'm a new friend. My name is Fortune. Miss Ellen Fortune.
A pair of unusual surprises. Oscar, the well-dressed penguin. And Jane of Aylesbury. Still another surprise, the Flying Wombat. The car of tomorrow, the car that thinks for you. The Young in Heart, taken from I.A.R. Wiley's Saturday Evening Post novel, The Gay Banditti, is a picture far different from any you've ever seen.
He's a captain of lancers out here, so brave, so gay.
Oh,
Rick.
What?
Did you ever know anybody who married for love? Well, I mean, where somebody who didn't have any money married somebody who didn't have any money.
What did you say they married for?
Well, for love, you know.
Well, in that case, I should think you'd greatly admire me if I skipped all the approach work and just kissed you without any preliminaries.
I should not only admire you, I should respect you.
There's a great deal to be said for your philosophies.
A magnificent cast, second to none in motion picture history.
Take this and come back to me when it dies.
Soon.
Tomorrow night.
It's dead already. Now.
No, it's impossible.
Nothing's impossible now. Send those people in the other room.
I can't.
Then I will.
And how long do you expect this thing to last?
Why, you've never known love to last, monsieur.
Never, when it was unsanctified by marriage, unblessed by children or social ties.
I shall love Armand always. And I believe he shall love me always, too.
Always.
Always.
I could kill you for this.
I'm not worth killing, Armand. I've loved you as much as I could love. If that wasn't enough, I'm not to blame.
Gable, newsreel ace, on the lookout for bombing shots in shell-torn China. Myrna, fearless feminine round-the-world flyer, zooms into Chinese airport as rival news cameramen fight for scenes of sensational crash.
Here she comes. Yep, that's her. Like the clears, boys. Okay. Yep, right on the dot. That gal always delivers.
I don't know who you are outside of a guy with a very bad chauffeur, but I'm Alma Harding.
Yes, I've heard of you, Miss Harding. I'm Chris Hunter.
Okay, Chris. From here on, I'll never be able to thank you.
Yeah, well, I'll do that for you, darling. The first chance I get.
Give me a story, Miss Harding. I'll treat you right.
Come on, beat it.
You may be a phony, but you got all the mark.
Listen, Alma, let me explain, will you, please?
Okay, Bill. You did it the hard way. You may have knocked me out of the air for a while, but you put me back on my own 2 feet again.
Down?
Not yet. Why did you do that?
Because I did. That's why.
They say the ammunition's on fire. We'll go any minute.
Let's get out of here.
Here comes your close-up.
Okay.
The important thing is not to hurry.
I have never been so insulted in my life. Who insulted you? Insulted? Insulted? Madame Courtois has been insulted.
At her age? Remarkable.
Courtois has been insulted.
Some men have no taste.
Courtois has been insulted.
Huh, the old girl must have something.
Courtois has been insulted.
Isn't it romantic? He will hear my call and bend his royal knee. Isn't it romantic? He'll be strong and tall and yet a slave to me.
We'll be with each other every possible moment.
Every moment.
As long as we live. For years and years and years.
And how long before the stables will be completed, Mr. Ibbotson?
Oh, 2 or 3 days.
That soon?
A quick job, I should say. And how long have you been in love with my wife, Mr. Ibbotson?
Very, very pretty. The children have grown up. The very instant you thought I'd gone...
That's a lie.
My wife protects her lover. A woman as I've never seen her before. A woman in love at last.
Yes, we do love each other. We've loved each other all our lives. And there isn't anything any of us can do about it. He is not my lover. Did you get anything out of Patton?
No, only a knife.
We haven't got anything to do with it. Why did you come here?
Because you went there by appointment.
Well, I couldn't get in. I knocked and knocked, and nobody answered.
Well, some girl was screaming about lucky legs.
I could have been a lot of girls. He pulled his double-crossing contest all over.
You must be a little touched in the head bringing her up here. It's too late now for you to square yourself with the police by giving her up.
Oh,
but they'll
heavens.
want you, too, as an accessory to the crime.
Heavens, don't forget what the doctor said. Any excitement is bad for you. Now, we'll just keep this office locked and maybe through the door. Our contest winner will give us some beauty hints. Excuse me while I lock you in a little. Why didn't you get brains instead of legs?
That's a fine thing for you to say to me.
Why don't you let me run the show, instead of letting a small-town doctor drag you into a spot like this?
The doctor didn't drag me here, and I didn't kill anybody.
There's cops waiting for you everywhere.
Huh?
Ain't it kind of hot in here?
No, I hadn't noticed. Take your hat off.
Thanks.
You don't get away with the cash this time, not from me.
Come on, get away from the
Ah,
cab.
Billie!
All right, get in the cab.
Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, well, if you don't want to listen, I'll tell it to these nice people out here. Joe, lower the curtain. Oh, so impetuous, these stage hands. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you about Yumph, spelt Y-U-M. Now, years ago, the word it was a personal pronoun. And then about a decade ago, Eleanor Glynn made it into a noun, a very personal noun. Did you get me? If you had it, you were. If you didn't have it, you weren't. Today, it has gone, and Yumph is here. And how? Now, Samson had Yumph. Oh, loads of it, until he was de-yumphed by Delilah. And Romeo was distinctly Yumphish. Of course, several ladies have been kind enough to say that I have Yumph, but course, that's a matter of opinion. Perhaps you better skip that, yes? So without further parley, chat, or ado, I bring you.
Oh, my little desert flower, come to my arms. Ah, you quiver. You tremble at my very touch.
But you haven't touched her. How do you know whether she's quivering and trembling?
Well, I was just reading the lines, Charlie.
Oh, Walt, old boy, it's awful.
The scene ain't got no yumph in it. That's the word. Yumph. The scene has no yumph to it. Ah, my little English orchid. You feel it? Yump, Waldo, yump. I beg your pardon?
Do you take dope?
I give you my personal guarantee that after I work on you for 1 month, I'll forget Irene completely.
Couldn't spare a month. 2 weeks.
Women are not civilized like we are. They like bloodshed. They like forceful men, like me.
Well, it was nice of you to come to my defense like that.
Oh, shucks, 'tweren't nothing. Anyone in my place would have did the same.
There is a man with youth.
But baby doesn't think much of you.
Think nothing of it. May it symbolize the strong...
Lousy? Yes, but not frowsy.
Fred, you're being silly. What do you want to talk to me about?
That I want you.
You don't want me anymore, and I don't want you. You can all go to...
I'm doing the best I can with my end.
That's enough, dear. You'll get it out of shape.
You don't happen to have an aunt that sees with her mouth?
Yeah, I have.
You have an aunt that sees with her mouth?
Yeah, she sees if the soup is hot.
Why?
I'll take it for safekeeping.
That's where you're wrong. You'll put it all back.
I was only thinking...
I know what you're thinking. You put it back and get out.
Duchess, you got me wrong. You impugn my honor.
Oh, there. Now I have you. Only you're just a little too close. Will you move back a little bit? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, oh, wait a minute now. No, that's right. Back a little bit more. Just back a little more. Oh! Oh! Oh, no, you're too far now.
Will this be humanity tomorrow and the years after?
This time there's no attempt to land on the moon.
When is this great experiment to be made? How much longer have we got before they go?
When the space gun is ready.
Sometime this year, do you mean?
Soon.
Cabell, they're rioting. It's barbarism come back again.
If they smash up that infernal gun, then honor is satisfied and you needn't go.
They won't smash the gun.
A.D. You are catapulted through the centuries, whirled into the great unknown, into an era of glass cities towering to the sun, and a gigantic space gun rocketing passengers to the moon.
Is man never to rest, never to be free? Make the space gun the symbol of all that drives us, and destroy it! Now!